welcome to The Spout. I'm Priscilla with Landscapers Pride, and today we are here at Woodson in Groesbeck with Dwayne, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his store.
Welcome to Woodson Lumber and Hardware. Today we're going to highlight a few of the mulches that we have here to offer. But Woodson Lumber has 7 locations: Brenham, Bryan, Caldwell, Lexington, Mahia, Groesbeck, and Buffalo. Today we're going to show you some of the Landscapers Pride mulches that we have to offer here at our Groesbeck location. First and foremost is the old tried and true standby pine bark mulch. And if you'll look at the Landscapers Pride, it's actually gone through a little bit of a decomposed process. With that, you still have the pine bark look to it. Wonderful amendment to the soil. And yes, it is slow to break down and it smells great. So the point in smelling your mulches, whether it's cedar, pine bark mulch, or black velvet, any type of mulch, is you want to make sure that it has a pleasant fragrance to it, not an offensive odor. That would mean that it probably has gone anaerobic, and that's not good for you or your soil. So remember, you want your mulch to smell really well, very fragrant. So this one here comes in a 3 cubic foot bag, and it'll go a long way depending on how much you're trying to cover with your beds. Remember, your acid-loving plants love the pine bark mulch. So your rhododendrons, your azaleas, things of that nature, plants of that nature, that's what you want to mulch with. And always, I'll mention some of the attributes about each one of the mulches, but a layer of 3 to 6 inches around all your plants. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into some of the other mulches. All right, so what we have here is cedar mulch, and this is in a 2 cubic foot bag. And the cedar, if you're not familiar with cedar, it's very aromatic. And it smells like cedar.
It smells delicious.
Yeah. And the wonderful thing, when you put this out in your beds, especially when you're close to an entrance or something, you can smell this. As the sun comes up and it begins to heat up the mulch, you will actually smell this. It's releasing the oils in the cedar, and it just makes for a wonderful fragrance. Cedar has the ability to actually repel insects.
We're not the only ones that smell it.
Exactly. Well put. So the cedar also would give you more of a shredded wood look, but with varying colors. You've got some reds and some oranges in there, and then some regular wood type subtle colors mixed in with it. And it's not sharp to the hand. I'm handling it without gloves, but it's just a wonderful, fragrant product. And it actually is slower to break down, to decompose, which you want all your mulches to decompose and break down. It just feeds the soil, feeds your microbes, and that's a wonderful product. But for this here, if you put cedar mulch on 3 to 6 inches thick, it's going to be there for probably at least a year. Now, and that's up here in zone 8. As you get down closer to zone 9 and zone 10, where some of our southern stores are, you know, the degradation process would probably be a little greater, and you may have to mulch once in the spring and once in the fall. But that's great because it's decomposing into the soil and feeding your microbes.
Perfect.
All right, so let's move down to one of my favorite products.
My favorite too.
Your favorite? Okay, so here we have the black velvet. It's in a 2 cubic foot bag. Whereas the cedar mulch is very aromatic, this is long lasting. And the beautiful thing about this, yes, it's a shredded hardwood mulch that is aged, but they incorporated decomposed mushroom compost. Fabulous product for amending your soils. If you want to jumpstart a bed, this is the product that you want to use. It's a darker, richer color, and actually a top dressing mulch or lightly tilled into the soil will give you the incorporated organic matter that will certainly help your bed as you begin to produce plants, whether it's vegetables and or annuals or your trees and your shrubs. Wonderful product. And once again,
all natural,
all
no
natural.
dye, natural black color. Where it's black velvet is the reason it's not black colored black velvet.
Well put. Well put. So, all right. So as we move on, we're at our shredded hardwood mulch. And the shredded hardwood is just what it implies. It is literally shredded hardwood. Now, during the mulching process of this product here, there's actually a little bit of some sand particles mixed with it, which is what I like. Actually, you're creating a more dense product right here. So it's nothing that would be would raise the elevation of your bed, but it actually incorporates a little sand. A lot of people need that to help aerate their soils. So this decomposed hardwood mulch right here will actually give you probably a year's worth of mulch. And once again, 3 to 6 inches is what we recommend for all climates. Just a great top dressing amendment because it is going to break down, which is what you want it to do, and feed your soil, feed your microbes. And once again, all natural.
All natural, no reground pallets in any of our products.
Basically no recycled products.
No
there.
recycled, correct.
Just wood pulp, basically.
Wood.
All right, there you go.
All right, Dwayne, so tell me, what's the benefits of fall mulching?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. As we like to put it, let's put our beds to rest. And the way we're going to put them to rest is a thick top dressing of mulch, whether it's cedar, hardwood, black velvet, or hardwood. I mean, it's all great for your beds, 3 to 6 inch layer. And as you do that, what you're doing is you're actually feeding your microbes. You're keeping them fed through the winter months when the soil slows down in its activity. But what we're actually doing is keeping that soil longer, warmer into the fall. It will actually warm up faster in the spring because most mulches are a little on the darker side, so they're going to absorb that heat. It just sets up your beds, your landscape for an explosion of growth in the spring, which is what you want. That's why you put that bed in, is to have that color, or for those robust shrubs, that deep green color.
And a weed barrier as well?
That goes without saying. Absolutely. And that's why we put it on so thick. If you put on a 1/2 inch layer, you're probably not doing yourself any good. That's why that 3 to 6 inch layer is so optimal to get it out.
Well, Dwayne, thank you so much for having us in your store today. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and what you have to offer?
Sure. Woodson Lumber has 7 locations throughout Central Texas: Brenham, Bryan, Caldwell, Lexington, Mahia, Groesbeck, and Buffalo. And we're full service. Some cater more towards the contractor, some more towards the homeowner and contractor. But we can all help out. We all help one another through the different stores to get you, the customer, the client, the contractor, exactly what you need. And that's probably one of our best attributes, that we can help you, whether it's a large project or a small project. Come see us at Woodson Lumber.
Just remember, guys,
Shop local.